It's another micro edition of PFTPM on the first day of free agency. And this really isn't a free agency nugget. It's a first day of the league year proposition. The Dolphins announcing earlier today that they're going to cut Tua Tagovailoa. The twist here is multiple reports from major outlets have now emerged indicating that the Falcons plan to make a major push for Tua Tagovailoa once he's released on Wednesday. Now, some would say, why don't you go ahead and trade for him? But the reality is he's owed $54 million. And we know with the Dolphins planning to cut him and announcing to the world that they're going to do it, they'll pay $54 minus the $1.3 million that Tua will make wherever he lands. And the Falcons are a team that we have pegged as an obvious potential destination. They play indoors at home. They have 8 home games in Atlanta. They play one of their home games in Madrid this year. They'll play a couple of road games in domes. They could have some cold weather games depending upon when their road slate lands. They could have trips to cold weather climates in December or January. But regardless, Tua in that dome, he could work out. And Tua went to that dome last year and beat the Falcons 34-10 with 4 touchdown passes and no interceptions. So even though that entire brain trust is now gone, with the full overhaul of the front office and the coaching staff, ownership was there. Ownership saw what Tua did, so ownership will be on board with it. It also would give the Falcons 2 left-handed quarterbacks at the top of their depth chart. Once Michael Penix Jr. is cleared to resume football activities following the ACL tear he suffered last season. So Tua, Penix, we don't know what they think about Penix when he is healthy. Tua could be the starter. They're going to get him for $1.3 million, which makes him a clear bargain if they ultimately get him. There could be other teams that join the fray. And as we've said, when it comes to these veteran quarterbacks who are going to be making $1.3 million with millions more coming from their former teams, if you've got leverage, demand a no-trade clause and demand a no-tag clause. Because if it goes well this year for Tua in Atlanta, if that's where he lands, you don't want to worry about the franchise tag or the transition tag next year. If all of a sudden you have this second act and everybody says, oh, the Dolphins got it wrong, this is the guy we need to have. You don't want to get kept from going back to the market next year like Daniel Jones was in Indianapolis. So for now, looks like the Falcons are going to make their play to get Tua. And when you consider all the weapons they have, and when you consider the rest of the team, man, he could do a lot worse than the Atlanta Falcons, and he could end up being their wire-to-wire starter. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.